Hi everyone, welcome to the ASP Unlimited app. Really grateful for everyone that is watching us through the ASP Unlimited family of apps, as well as Active Cell Protection Extra, where this will post a few days later. We're here at C2 Tactical in Scottsdale. We recently had a badge cam on the channel of an officer involved shooting that the officer was using his patrol carbine and shot a guy through both legs. Now, I'm almost positive he did that. No, I'm not almost. I'm positive that he did that to try to save this guy's life. And if you go watch that badge cam, link is in the description. The dude was holding a gun like two fingers like this, dangling from his fingers, advancing on officers. And the officer, I think, made a decision like, I'm gonna try to shoot this guy's legs out from under him. So he drops the gun. And one of the things that I said in that video is, why not shoot the gun? So I've got a stencil outline of a firearm down there. We're gonna try to shoot it a couple of times and see if this is a difficult shot for an officer to make. The Black Arch Protoss holster is the only hybrid-like holster that I can recommend. It does everything that a holster needs to do and is great for strong side carry. They're part of our holster consortium. Go check them out at the link in the description. I also want to say from the outset here, I'm not second guessing the officer, okay? I have a feeling he's gonna have a hard time in internal affairs with this shot. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be seen to be out of policy because using a firearm in a non-lethal or less lethal way is just basically not possible, right? It caused great bodily harm to the guy. They put tourniquets on him. They got him to the hospital. He was trying to commit suicide by cop and thankfully the officers didn't. Found a way away from it. God bless him for that, okay? And I have nothing but respect for him. He's at 10 yards. If you go and watch the original from the sheriff's office, they measured it out at exactly 30 feet. And so we are standing here. We're gonna stand at the 10-yard line. We're gonna shoot at this target here. I've got a timer just so that we have a little bit of pressure, a little bit of something. Now, I will say this, the officer had the gun up and on and he's looking through his dot, and I am using here, I'm still kind of testing again, just so we know what we're doing. This is my defensive carbine. It's a Lone Star Armory TX15 improved. I've got a suppressor on it, a Gemtech 762, has a Unity tactical mount, a high mount on it with a Holosun dot on it, a green dot, okay? Now, because I've got such a high riser here, at 10 yards, you better be careful with your offsets, right? So at 10 yards, this guy's got about 2.5 inches of offset overall, because you can see from the barrel here to the optic is around 3 inches, and I still got about 2.5 inches of offset. So, but that's the same as shooting at the knees, right? I better know my offsets, because if I aim at the knee, I'm gonna shoot him in the shins. And same thing here. Now, we're not here to debate that stuff. I just wanna get on the timer and say, I think this was a feasible shot as well, if he's trying to use the firearm in a non-lethal manner. I think that maybe shooting the gun wasn't any harder of a problem, because if you can see, I mean, the gun is, you know, a shape around this big, you know, maybe an oblong kind of 3x5 card, whereas the knee, if I back up, you know, if he's gonna go out just over his knee, well, that is about a 5-inch circle perhaps. Also, I think it's a very difficult target because there's lots of blood vessels in there, and it could, you know, I've got a video, I'll also link it in the description, about 3 reasons why I think shoot him in the legs is a really bad idea. And so I don't like the idea, okay? This one though, just going to shoot it, see if it's possible, see what kind of time it is. He had his gun up. I'm gonna start with the gun up. I'm running my suppressor. I don't know, I don't remember whether he was running a suppressor or not. I'm not 100% sure. I know he's running a shorter barrel than I am because he's a cop and, you know, he can have the short barrel stuff and it's not a problem. Costs me stamps and time. So anyhow, let's get after it. Let's shoot it a little bit. Okay. Let's give it a go. All right, let's review that. Oh, I had the problem that I tend to have when I'm running a suppressed gun, and that is the timer just won't pick it up. So I'm gonna unload this guy, take the suppressor off, we'll come back and shoot it unsuppressed so that we get some time. I did get a hit, I'll show it to you in a minute. I got a perfectly acceptable hit. I don't know how long it wasn't super long. All right, let's try this again without the problem. I say I got a great hit on the last one, so let's see what we got here. Okay, now I'm gonna say I don't know that that was the best hit. It was a .47, but it did go through the trigger guard. So I might've gotten lucky and actually hit the trigger, but let's try again. Let's try a little bit more careful. That was a better hit. That's the kind of hit I want, .44. So, and I'm just using this, you know, the timer here, obviously, I don't think he had to get up there. He had the gun up and was like, sir, stop, don't make me shoot you. So he had plenty of time to get the kind of hit that he wanted. At 10 yards on this size target, I mean, the 2 hits that you see in there are perfectly acceptable. Let's do a third one just for fun. Let's go low ready. Okay, again, a decent kind of an edgy hit there, .75 coming up from a low ready position, taking my sight off, taking my safety off. Let's try again. Guarantee a hit. Yeah, right on the edge of it. That would send the gun out of his hand. .82. And again, that one was very high because I wanted it in a different spot. One more, let's give it a go. Nope, I missed on that one. So that one I'm doing a little fast, .83. I can't end on that. Little high. So I'm just running too fast. Do I have one more? Come on, guarantee a hit, John, guarantee. There it is. Okay, that was actually the hit I wanted. And when I guaranteed it, 1 second flat. So, I mean, obviously, I think when John's running fast or doing those things, when I'm trying to run on the clock, it's not an easy shot to make. If I have to guarantee a hit on this. I'm able to do that as my heart desires, and I'm able to see them and get the kind of hits that I want. I'm not positive you'll be able to see those really well on the camera. You just have to trust me in the fact that we did get them. So I do think, you know, man, a 5.56 round to that gun would probably almost certainly have sent it off into the wild blue yonder and probably ended the threat without the bodily injury. So it is probably the way that I would definitely recommend going. Again, I'm not trying to throw the officer any shade. I just think he's going to have a problem with it not being in policy. Hope it helps you.